What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we got something a little special for me. It's not anything crazy or too big, but it is going to make driving the WRX just a little bit easier. As you guys can see from the title of the video, the likewise extension, and I guess it's just a shifter. It's not necessarily a shift knob, has finally come in. So let me set up the camera and we'll start working on opening the box. All right, so everything in the box just looks absolutely amazing. This is the actual extension itself, and then this is the actual shifter that I decided to go with. I'll leave everything down in the description of all the names and the actual link to the website. And then you do have to buy an adapter, that way it can fit onto the threads of the actual shift assembly, that way all of these can fit. And then got some stickers and the bolts to hold in the actual extension itself. So let's go head on into the car and let's start putting everything together. All right, so we have made it into the car. It is raining today. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. So sorry if that gets a little annoying. But first we're going to open the actual extension box and we're going to take off the shift knob itself. So let's get right into that. All right, so now with the shift knob out, let's go ahead and open the extension box. Also, before we actually put on the extension, we are going to put on this adapter. So let me do that first before I actually open the box. All right, so now with everything in place, we're just going to get a 5/8 wrench. I don't know if I can pick that up, but then we're just going to tighten everything down. All right, and then with a little bit of finessing, I'll try to zoom in as best as possible. You can kind of see that the adapters do come with 2 flat edges, and then you're just going to want to line those up best as possible. All right, so now that the adapters are finally on, let's go ahead and start with unboxing the extension. Oh man, now look at that. That looks pretty darn cool. All right, let's go ahead and pop this on. All right, so with the box out of the way, we are going to take this side and we are going to slide it on just like so. And that is not going anywhere. And now I did go ahead and buy the titanium hardware. So I'm going to go ahead and take these 2 out and then just replace them with 2 pieces of the titanium hardware. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'll try to zoom in for you guys. But if you guys can see the difference, I'm pretty sure the titanium just looks a little bit better. I'm very happy that I went and paid a little bit extra for those pieces of hardware. Even though it's really not that big of a deal, it's not going to change the performance of the actual shift knob itself, but it's just gonna look a lot better for when you're actually driving and you have to look at it. All right, so now with everything tightened down, there is 2 more bolts on this side. I think you can kind of see it peeking out from that side, but those are also 2 pieces of hardware that I'm just going to go ahead and replace as well. All right, so now with everything finally in place and kind of exactly how I want it to be, I did raise it up just a little bit, and then I contoured it to where it's coming a little bit closer to me. As you guys know, obviously with one hand, I'm having to sit a little bit closer than I like to. Obviously driving the 86, I don't have to drive or sit as close to the shift knob since it is an auto. But already right here, this feels so much smoother than having to sit so close in the seat. And honestly, while it does look absolutely amazing and gave me an excuse to buy some really cool things, I really think it is going to be a little bit safer with me being able to finally sit back a little bit farther in the seat. Let's go ahead and open up the actual shift assembly itself. All right, and there it is, guys. Look at that. Whew. Let's go ahead and get it out of the box. And oh my gosh, guys, look at the likewise symbol up on there like that. Oh man, this is gonna be very exciting. Let's go ahead and just thread it on. And it has some weight to it, I will say. My gosh. And just like that. Oh. All right, so with everything in place finally, let's go ahead and drive the car. Man, I'm very excited. I am very excited. So I'm just gonna let the car warm up for just a little bit before we get in to actually driving. So I'll just cut to that and then let's go. Oh man, this is so very cool. It feels absolutely amazing. It's so sturdy. Oh my gosh, wow. I'm very excited. And this also will be the first time that you guys see, I guess, how I drive as well. I know in my last video where we did the install for the cold air intake, I drove, but it was kind of set up more in the middle. So this is going to be very cool, very cool. I'm very excited for you guys to see it as well. So let's cut to when the car is actually warmed up and let's start driving. All right, so the car has warmed up. Also, you guys haven't seen, also, this is actually before I post the coilover install video. So the car is very low at the moment. I do need to raise it up just a little bit because we are rubbing whenever I have more than just myself in the car. So that video will be posted in probably the next few days after this one goes live. I'm just doing this one since it's a little bit easier to cut and edit all together since it's really not that long. Also, if you guys check out my Instagram, I'll post it, I guess, right here. I can't really do it. I'm looking at the camera. I'll post my Instagram right here. That way you guys can actually see the car. I did post a picture of it. It looks very good low. Unfortunately, I had to raise it up, like I said, just a little bit. But enough of me talking, and let's actually go start driving. So like I do have to get it over into reverse by using my actual hand. But really, that's no big deal at all. But then last night I was coming out of the driveway and I did scrape just a little bit. Oh, and look at that. Look at that. Also, if you guys do follow my Instagram, like I said, oh, that feels good. That felt good. Oh man. Oh man, this is probably the best purchase of the car. Since I am having to drive this now, if you guys didn't know, also I am selling the 86. So this is going to be my full-time car, and just being able to drive it a little bit better is going to make it so much easier for me. And oh my gosh, this feels absolutely amazing compared to just the stock shift knob. Sorry if there's a little bit of rattling as well. It is on just a little clamp to connect it to my headrest. So it's rattling. Oh my gosh, and the person is in my way. But man, this feels like if someone with two hands was driving. This feels so good. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Also, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that I did buy a new exhaust and downpipe as well, so we're going to be making some more power in just a few days. I did go ahead and buy the Tomei X-Bream, so it's going to be single exit, it's going to be fun, it's going to pop, it's going to sound really good. And then I got the NVIDIA catted downpipe, just because I didn't want to go with the Pro Tune just yet. I didn't really think it was that worth it. But the car's going to be sounding really good very soon, and it's going to pretty much be exactly where the 86 is at in just a short amount of time. But oh my gosh, this car feels and drives so much better now that I don't have to really be very uncomfortable in my sitting arrangement. So I'll just go ahead and close the video. I think I'm ranting on a little bit too long now, but I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I drive as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching.